So hi, welcome to T.E.A Tarot. This is quite a funny one because it's the second time I'm doing this recording. I did a recording, and then when I went to upload it, it had gone in real slow motion. So I'm doing another one. I've got my tea. So time to get yourself some tea if you haven't done already. This is for the full moon, and it's also Imbolc, which is a pagan celebration as well, and it's quite an important calendar event. Really, there's a lot going on at this time of year. Now, I did pull one rune for this collective reading, and it's quite interesting. This rune, hopefully you'll be able to see that. It's called Hagalaz, and it's an ice rune, and it's talking about disruption. It's actually representing hail, so it's to do with disruption, and it's like an icy seed. That's the imagery that's behind it, and it's kind of what brings to mind is the seed that you plant. If that's got ice around it, it's got to break through that ice. So this is all about getting out of a comfort zone. You may have to do that yourself by your own efforts, or it's going to be done for you gradually as time goes on, whatever you're involved in whatever area of life, really. So that's the rune that I've selected. So have a think about that, how that might apply to you, if it does apply to you. I think it might apply to a lot of people. Just, if you're going to try new things, there's always a bit of discomfort there, isn't there? And that's something to think about. Anyhow, so that's just that bit of the reading. I just thought I want to share that because I haven't really used runes in any of my readings, or not these video ones anyhow. So yeah, I'm going to pause the videos now, and hopefully you'll get your tea and we can settle in for some tarot and some oracle cards for this full moon phase, which is normally a couple of weeks. So I'll see you again in a few moments. Hi, I'm back with your reading. I've laid out the cards, and what we're looking at is your current energy, so we're going to reflect on that. Then we're going to go to the changes that you need to make in your focus, where your energy is going. And I think my mic might have just died, but we're going to carry on and see what happens. And the final thing is where, after you've you made changes, how the energy is going to move, and also, where your focus is going to be continuing on, once you've made these changes. So let's go with, and also I've got a card for the overall energy of the reading. Now, we did have the rune Hagalaz, which was the ice seed, which is hail. So it's beginnings with difficulties and getting out of a comfort zone, maybe getting out of some bad habits, possibly. It could be something like that, and let's just have a look at what card we have for the overall sort of theme, and this can connect with all of the cards. So we've got success, and success, that looks quite icy actually. That could be a bit of hail, but yeah, it looks like a star. So how to follow your own individual star. We've had this before. So generally, how to yeah, the seeds that you're planting, how to make sure that they will grow positively in the coming year. So let's have a look at your current energy. So you're very much feeling in charge of your life. There are some different paths you could go down. So you might be thinking about two different courses of action. So you know, this is a time of considering which way you want to go. You might be taking on a little bit of a leadership role in whatever you're considering, making positive and making choices that will affect not just yourself but other people as well. So that is a really positive role for you. And this card actually, when I did the first reading that I wasn't able to upload, this came out. So this is the Stork in the tea leaf cards, which is a new business opportunity or possibility. So yeah, in the leadership you might be starting something new, and in the business this could be a new opportunity. You're thinking about it, don't know quite which one you might take. There might be a couple of things. This could be to do with travel. Yeah, you might have to travel in connection with this new business opportunity. Yeah. Okay. You might get a sudden message from someone saying, oh, hey, do you want to do this? You know, this is something that we could consider. It's all about thinking about what action you want to take at the moment. So the changes, so we're going to move on to the changes. I think I'm going to be speeding through this reading actually. And in my first reading, I was talking about the fire energy of the coming Chinese year, which isn't till February 17th, I think. That is a fire horse energy this year, and there's going to be a lot of sudden movement. So it's a good time to kind of really plan well and have a good think through of what you want to do. And fire is obviously quite fast moving, and yeah, you've got to be prepared for that. And also if you're a fire sign like me, and actually this is I was born in a fire horse year as well, so this is, fingers crossed, going to be a good year for me. But it's important not to burn yourself out. Fire signs can, you know, really move quick, and you know, yeah, I'm slowing down. Yeah. Oh, and we've got fire. Oh, funny. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So yeah, so it's getting the balance in the fire, in your fire element, if you are a fire sign, or if you've got a lot of fire in your astrological chart. Yeah, that's something to think about, to keep the balance there. The strong emotion is to, you know, not go one way or the other, just to try and get a middle road, which is always the best way in anything. Yeah, here we go. So changes in bad habits, and this connects with the rune as well. And we've got temperance, which is keeping those two things balanced. Again, you know, there could be a particular, yeah, I mean, the devil can talk about habits, can talk about patterns, can talk about things like addiction. You might be addicted to doing certain things. I mean, I know a lot of people are so addicted to their phones, and whether we like it or not, you know, we do have to use them for certain things. So it's thinking about where you've got maybe a compulsion that is not healthy. That's one way you can look at the Devil card. And the Fire card with the strong emotion, yeah. You might be going through some intense emotions that you need to temper. And balancing your activity, your fire, and your quiet times, your rest times. So it's getting a really good balance between those. That's going to be where you need to make changes, because when you're planning new ventures, it's hard to know how much energy you're going to have to put into these things, and where it's going to really benefit you to put energy. So that's something to really look at. Yeah, again, we've got another 2, which is another decision. So it's not to go into things blindly, to really think carefully about the decisions that you're making on any particular area of life that you want that success in. Though having said that, sometimes I'm saying it don't go in blindly, but having said that, sometimes you can just feel your way in. If you're particularly empathic or intuitive, you might, if you're an energy healer, you get used to feeling energies, and how something feels is often a really good indicator of whether it's a good fit for you. If it feels good in most things. I mean, don't take that with, you know, a pinch of salt, please, because not all things that feel that good, it could be really short lasting. That's the thing. So anyhow, but I think we're getting a good feel. We're moving pretty quick with this, so that this is good. Is there anything else I want to say about that? So I think, yeah, avoiding the real extremes, being aware where you might have compulsions or addictions that you might need to look at. And the decision that's coming up. Let's see if we get a bit more info on what the decision might be in connection with. This reading is a general one, so it might not totally resonate for you, but there may be things that you can still take out of it what you will. Right. With the Passion card and the extremes, we've got a 5 here. There may be a lot of to do with could be in connection with the decision you're trying to make. That other people will have their opinions, won't they, about that, whatever that is. Yeah, it could be a bit of gossiping and very heated debate sort of going on in the behind the scenes. Yeah, whether you're aware of it or not. Yeah, there could be a lot of that type of thing going on. Just get another one. It's knowing what the changes that you need to make to kind of temper that. I guess it's keeping yourself balanced in the face of all these other energies around you. And having done that, making wielding your wand in the way that you taking action. in a way that suits you. You might need to pour a bit of oil on troubled waters if there's, you know, use a bit of diplomacy as well. Right. So the moving forward then, let's look to, if you make these sorts of changes, how is the energy going to be changing? Okay. So there might be a bit of a feeling of being a little bit out in the cold, and we've got the High Priestess here, which is, again, it's keeping your own counsel really, and not think, and also not feeling that getting away from that lack mindset, and not feeling that maybe you're not enough, or, you know, there's not being in touch with your abundance. So this is why you need the High Priestess energy, to get you out of that lack mindset. And there will be some sort of news as a result of these moves that you're making, the changes that you're making. Sometimes it's really hard if you're, you know, if you're used to doing things on your own. It can get a bit difficult. You do need help from other people, ideally. And embracing this High Priestess energy will help you get in touch with your emotions and how you're really feeling about things. It's all about self-nurturing as well. What sort of help might we get in the future? What's the outcome? The likely outcome. Nothing's fixed in stone, of course. You can decide to use the bits of advice that really apply to you. Everyone's situation is different. This is a general reading, so it won't apply to everybody. Right, let's see. So the sort of help you might get is to do with, this is Judgment card, so now I'm noticing there's lots of musical notes in this card, which is the Judgment card. It's coming to, you might have someone helping you. You might have a King of Cups coming to help you decide really what to do next, or just a bit of support there. Someone who's very nurturing. It could be male or female. It doesn't have to be a male. It's someone, you know, who can be helpful and help you discern, discernment more than judgment. Not right or wrong. There is not really a right or wrong, but it's all about making healthy choices for you. And music might be involved there. Yeah. Singing your own tune, singing your own song. That's what you've got to do, isn't it? As a high priestess, sing your own song. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Good luck with whatever you're doing, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks for the new moon. I might be doing something a little bit different because we're coming up to the Chinese New Year as well, so I might sort of have put a bit of an oriental flavour in the reading, but I'll see you soon, and thanks for listening. Bye.